Hello, my name's Loretta, and I'm 77 years old. That's right, 77, and I'm a fan of the booth. Sinista1, Keith Hayes. That's right, my favorite. He's like a adorable Sammy Davis Jr., but for the new age kids. And everybody that loves sports, because I love all that New England sports. The Boston Celtics, the New England Patriots. I don't even give a damn about the Jets or the Giants.
If you guys actually enjoy treating your customers like a piece of shit, because that's how I felt when I went to the Alamo Draft House. Okay? You know what? I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to text in your little crappy-ass theater. It was too f***ing dark in that place for me to find my seat, alright? I was using my phone as a flashlight to get to my f***ing seat. So excuse me for using my phone in USA, United States of America, where you are free to text in a theater. I was not aware that I couldn't text in your theater, all right? I've texted in all the other theaters in Austin, and no one ever gave a fuck about what I was doing on my fucking phone, all right? And it was on silent. It wasn't on loud. It wasn't bothering anybody. You guys obviously were being assholes to me. And I'm sure that's what you do, you know, to rip people off. You take my money, and then you throw me out. You know, I will never be coming back to your Alamo Draft House or whatever. I'd rather go to a regular theater where people are actually polite. And, you know, I'm going to tell everyone about how you are. And I'm pretty sure you guys are being on purpose. So thanks for making me feel like a customer. Thanks for taking my money.
Dead ass. Serious, I would hate me too. Look at me. Think he is. This nigga don't even increase his Air Forces. What the f? Shut the fuck up, you lying.
Citizens of America, people of the Florida Alliance, and the Western forces of Texas and California will be welcomed back to these United States as soon as their illegal secessionist government is deposed.
You don't know what side they're fighting for.
Someone's trying to kill us. We are trying to kill them.
What's going on, everybody? You already know who it is. It's your girl, Remy Jones. I have a special announcement. May 18th, 2024, we are going to be at the PPAC for the Remy TV Influencer Awards Show. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to have local talent performing. We're going to have celebrities performing. We're going to have amazing presenters. And all proceeds are going to go towards a job training program. So this is a charity award show. And if you want to know how you can help, if you want to donate, if you want to sponsor, you could directly reach me at www.remytvmedia.com.
You was coming, but you been hiding behind all them friends. You just wanna play here, make so many times I played the fool and man held me low. I'm too fly to be sitting here lonely, feeling for the ride, wanna put it on me. When you get inside and when I grind it, I can't deny it, feels so exciting, deeper. Is no restart.
If we're honest, who wants to roll less travel? It's harder to teach us. Who wants the difficult route?
If you support safety in our schools, you will support the National Guard to come in here and keep our students safe.
People say, these students have changed. These students are lazy.
Your children aren't learning disability, they lazy.
Get students engaged so they don't want to skip classes, they want to be in their classrooms.
There are teachers in this profession who should not be teachers. There are teachers in this profession who don't care about children.
These students don't want to learn. No, the adults have changed. See, the parents don't have the back of the teachers.
He ain't slow. He ain't got no learning problem. His parents didn't give him a foundation.
Young people as a nation, we sorely need the depth and breadth of your intelligence, character, and also your clarity.
Think about, in particular, the history of people that look like me who are getting cheated.
So if you're asking me right now as an educator, what's wrong with these kids? There's nothing wrong with them.
Teachers are the most important people in the world.
They're whimpering in fear, and we're sitting here scared of them.
Because if they get it right, they'll change the world because they're in charge of the most important resource, and that's our children.
I didn't shoot no deputy. Oh no, oh. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot no deputy. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oscar Mike Radio is a proud podcast partner of Reats Across America Radio, heard every Thursday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern. They're also big supporters of the nonprofit I Got Your Six, Two Lives at Once. And with every wreath you sponsor through Oscar Mike Radio, $5 goes back to this great organization dedicated to making a difference in the lives of veterans, law enforcement, firefighters, and first responders battling PTSD. Two Lives at Once pairs these brave men and women together with dogs rescued from kill shelters. In this way, two lives are saved at the same time by saving each other. Donate now. Go to reatsacrossamerica.org/Oscar Mike Radio to help. That's reatsacrossamerica.org/Oscar Mike Radio.
Hi, my name is Al. I am a father and I have 2 kids. I also ride a motorcycle. So please, check twice. Save a life. Motorcycles are everywhere.
For more information on sharing the road, visit mass.gov/R.
Master Yoda I am. And listen you must to hulazoom.com.
It's caught in the crossfire.
Now, why would a slick little hustler like you want to sign up for this kind of abuse anyway?
I want to fly jets, sir.
My grandmama wants to fly jets.
I wanted it since I was a kid.
We're not talking about flying here, we're talking about character.
I've changed. I've changed since I've been here.
Hell, you have.
I've changed, sir.
No, you just polished up your afro a little bit. You just shined it up. Now tell me what I want to hear. I want your DOR.
No, sir.
I want your DOR.
I ain't gonna quit.
Spell it. D-O-R.
I ain't gonna quit.
Yeah, then you can be free and you and your daddy can get drunk and go hole chasing together, huh?
No, sir.
DOR.
I ain't gonna quit.
All right, then you can forget it. You're out.
Don't you do it. Don't you. I got nowhere else to go. I got nowhere else to go. I got nothing else.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Yeah.
Can you dig it?
Like some motherfucking action heroes in it. Yeah.
This is blasphemy. This is madness. This is the proof.
Step into the twisted mind of my literature, designed to get into the depths of your mind, administer sickness around to mimic the likes of snuff cinema. What you must get into, you're nothing but pups. Remember you Homer and Happy Simpson, son. Nothing Ithaca. Talkers like the northern half of Korea's peninsula. ESP your island like the booth, something sinister. ESP your island like the booth, something sinister. ESP your island like the booth, something sinister.
All right, it's your boy Sinista1 broadcasting live from the City of Champions. You are watching The Booth. Yeah, don't look at your calendars. Don't look at your phones. It's not Tuesday night. It is Sunday afternoon, 12 o'clock. And the reason why The Booth is here on this special episode is because it's WrestleMania week and we got night 2 tonight. And let me get into my sponsors before I introduce my guests and break down night 1. Michael Douglas Barretto, MDB Electronics, lifetime warranty available. I'm sorry, Kevin Jefferies down there in the bottom corner. I thought my man did repair Sony PlayStation controllers. He repairs Xbox controllers.
Man, I was sending all of mine if he's...
I know. I just got one back. MDB Electronics, send them out, get them repaired. You're back in 24, 48 hours, back to gaming. Lifetime warranty available. But for $20, it's not bad at all. 494,000 streams available now. Viana Marie's music streaming everywhere. Also, I'm trying to get out of here right at 1 o'clock so I can get to the range. Tactical target systems, that's why I have them life-size zombie targets that everybody, when I go, they're like, whoa, where'd you get those? Tactical target systems, that's where you go. I love Boston Sports. If you want a shirt, jump in this chat. You may have the chance to win a shirt from ilovebostonsports.com. And then Viana Marie pictured there as a model for Kimberly Ann Empowerment Photography. Ladies, if you want to take those photos that you never thought that you would take, reach out to Kimberly Ann Empowerment Photography. She'll put you in a safe, comfortable setting. Tear it up. Underwatch Protective Services, Mobile Patrol, Foot Patrol, Armed Guards, unarmed guards, Event Security, and Bright Security. Underarmed guards. And Private Security. Daryl Smith, sorry about that, but we are here today. It's early. It's Sunday.
That's right.
I'm sipping my tea in my Newbie Rateau, Newbie Productions cup. Report Card is his new documentary. You saw the trailer, but we are here to break down Wrestlemania. Last night was Wrestlemania. First night, Philadelphia. Wrestlemania, 40 years. The Hall of Fame was a great event. Paul Heyman was the first to speak at Hall of Fame, and when he got done, I said, damn, I feel sorry for every other person that
everybody else. Period. Yeah, you're right.
Because I'm like, yo, nobody's gonna care. Because he killed it. Paul Heyman killed it. He kept it real. He spoke his mind. He talked about he killed it. But my guys are on here. Upper left-hand corner, Levi, you know him from Sinista1 Productions. Drafting the circuits on Wednesday nights. We locking it down, talking NASCAR, NHRA, F1, IndyCar, and hey, we're gonna be touching base this week. We're gonna be talking about a little bit about Power Wheels racing and showing some clips of. This is the big thing that's starting across the country, people, at some of these tracks. Kids are going, their parents are modifying their Power Wheels, and kids are drag racing and racing the Power Wheel cars now, little babies and stuff. And we've got some clips this week.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
new. It's been growing for like 3 years, but now it's become this big thing. Lee, your thoughts real quick on that. Let's touch base real quick on it. What are your thoughts? I think it's genius.
I love it. Absolutely love it. If you can put a motor on it with a gas pedal and a brake, you're gonna race it. I don't care. Like you race anything. And I absolutely love the idea of these little Power Wheels. Watched a couple videos, reached out to the folks that put that on, see if they'll come on drafting the circuits with us some night. But yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. The little kids are having a blast.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm
It's
gonna
great.
check that out.
Yeah, you know what stinks though? What's gonna ruin it and it sucks? Parents. Shitty parents.
Yep.
Hate to say it, because that's what ruins all of youth sports. It's never the kids. It's always the shitty parents. You know, and that's the problem. But we are here to break down WrestleMania. My guy in the bottom left-hand corner, Kevin Jefferies, happy hour with Lito. What's up,
Yes, sir.
Kevin?
What's going on?
Not much. And I got to mention this real quick. This is very important. Kevin also hosts a weekly discussion. Just blast that out real quick for Black men and mental discussion for mental health.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's a Black man's wellness group. It was started by my bro Lamar Lewis, and I host it now every week, every Thursday, 8 p.m. Via Zoom. It's needed. It's a space that's needed. We don't call it a safe space. We call it a brave space. You know what I mean?
And before the people come out here, because you know how some people on age want to try to cancel us, and they're saying, why is it only black guys only? There's a reason why it's black guys only. And the reason why is because black men in the black community, for many, many years, we don't discuss mental health. And a lot of white people will know this too. They can speak on this. A lot of white people, they'll go and get their mental health taken care of. They'll go and get stuff done. They'll go and help get family members. But in the black community, and this isn't a stereotype, this is truth. In the black community for years, that's just crazy Joe. Oh, he's just this. Oh, for years we have just written off mental health because in the black community, mental health is a weakness. If you have mental health issues,
Yep,
and
and
that's
crazy.
why this.
Yep.
So before people come on and try to cancel and say nope, this is a fact-based thing. This is a true thing. In the black community, we don't take mental health seriously, and we've never taken it seriously.
For sure.
And
to be completely honest with you too, they have, other cultures, and they have spaces where they, you know what I mean, that they get together and they talk and everything. Like, we don't have that. This is the first time that I've ever seen that. So, for us, yeah, it's not to exclude anybody out. You know what I mean? It's just
right, exactly.
We need at least to get one. You know what I'm saying?
It needs to be
one
made.
started.
Yep, black men need to be made aware that there's nothing wrong with mental illness. Get that help. So, hey, we're here. We at 12:09. We got to break this down. WrestleMania was last night in Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field, but the home of the Philadelphia Eagles. And the first match of the night, it kind of surprised me. To be honest, I was surprised that they opened up WrestleMania with the women's championship belt. Becky Lynch, the man, taking on Rhea Ripley. I was surprised, but before we get into this and we start breaking down these matches, I got to get the overalls from these guys here tonight as to what they want to grade, and then we're going to break the matches down, why they got these grades. So, Lee, I'm going to start off with you. What was your grade for WrestleMania last night?
So overall, night one WrestleMania, I'm going to give it a solid B. There was some real highlights to the night, and there was some real lowlights to the night, straight across. There were some matches that I didn't get. I thought they were just fillers, and honestly, they seemed like they needed to be on SmackDown or Raw. They just weren't matches that were worthy of a WrestleMania card, whether that's a bottom card or a top card. I didn't think there was a couple matches, and we'll get into it, that I don't think needed to be on it. They could have been done on a Monday night or a Friday night. But overall, I give it a good grade. There was definitely some highlights to night one. I'm excited for night two to see where this is going to take us. But overall, I think it was a good B.
Sounds good. Kevin, your grade.
So my overall grade for night one was probably a B as well. I agree with Lee. There were certain matches that should have just been on Raw or SmackDown. WrestleMania is the spectacle. Every match has to hit. And there were certain matches that I was just like, come on. It was certain. We'll break it down, but when we get to those certain matches, there are certain matches that I just did not. Yeah, there's certain matches that. So a B overall is what I give it.
Okay. So we got 2 B overalls. I'm actually going to give WrestleMania night one. I'm gonna give it a B minus. I'm gonna give it not a weak B minus. I'm gonna give it a strong B minus because when we get into breaking down these matches, there was one particular match that led me to giving this a B minus. I'm really gonna speak my mind on it. So let's get into that first match of the night, which surprised me. They opened right up and let the ladies kick it off. And let's be honest, the women have been killing it. The women's division has been, since COVID, the women's division has really been carrying the pay-per-views and wrestling. The women have been killing it. Rhea Ripley, who she might need a restraining order. Rhea Ripley she came out here to take on Rhea. She came out here to take on Becky Lynch. And, Becky Lynch was doing the whole book tour and thing. And I had predicted Becky Lynch, after seeing this tour for the books and things of that sort, I had predicted that Becky Lynch was going to lose this match because she wants to be back home with her daughter. She wants time off. And my prediction was that she was going to lose last night, and this was going to roll into tonight with my other prediction, which I'll save for later. But Rhea Ripley, victorious. Rhea Ripley's a beast, bro.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of that match, what she did to put Becky Lynch away was crazy. It was crazy.
No facts.
I see Rhea holding on to that belt till Jay Cargill's ready to take it from her. That's where I
said the same thing last night.
Yep.
Rhea is bro. If you're not Jade, she's not losing. in my opinion. I think they're going to set up that whole. They're going to build that up so crazy. Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley, and I mean, maybe SummerSlam. I mean, what you think? Maybe.
No, I think that's a Mania, and I'm thinking about the family thing. I'm thinking about all this stuff. A lot of the people in the Judgment Day are getting married. Dom just got married.
Oh yeah.
Rhea does have a very close significant other. Who knows about Rhea and what her life is behind stage? She may be getting ready to maybe say, I want to have a kid and take some time off. And Jade would be that nice transition for her to take some time off to just have some family life for her. Because people forget Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. Rhea Ripley has been popular since NXT. So if you've been following Rhea Ripley since NXT, she's been on the grind for a minute. Not just this time in the WWE, but NXT, she's been killing it. So who knows? Backstage, she may be looking at that time that she may want to take her time off with her man and have some family time, you know? So who knows? But that's my feeling too, man. I don't think she loses this belt until Jade Cargill's ready to make that transition.
And I think, honestly, I think this is it's a long haul. We may see this come up a year from now at WrestleMania 41. They may drag. I mean, Rhea's been fighting her whole life, and so hasn't Jade. Both ladies have been trying to make a statement for themselves in the business. Last night, both of them did it. They cemented themselves as superstars, not just in the ladies division, but as a company-wide entity. I understand the family thing. I understand wanting to be back home. On the road is a grind. 300 days a year away from the family sucks. But when you've got this type of pop and you've got this wave going, you don't stop. You don't get off of it until it's time to get off of it. And Vince was very good about that. When he was in charge, you know, he would give you the time, but he also squeezed it out of you. You know, we've got to make this run. We got to get the earnings. We got to get the ratings. You got to get the popularity and the following, and that only progresses the business. So I think, you know, Jade Cargill and Rhea that's a headliner for next Mania, you know, from a year from now. I really do.
They could really build this up because they still have a lot of women that Rhea needs to go through to build her up. So there's still a lot of women. So realistically, they could take this story 2 years. You know what I'm saying? They could take this story to 2 more years, to be honest, and really build on it. Because Rhea's got to really make Rhea this character. And she is. She's been
doing that. Like her Gram account. Like if you follow her on the Gram, she's on it. Like she's pushing that. She's pushing the character on the Gram. And you know, she's really, really, really putting the time and effort into it. I think the company realizes that, and they're going to give her what she needs to make this next step. She's got the belt right now, but where does that push her up? You know, and I think, you know, the company's behind her. They wouldn't have put her in that position to rock last night like they did. So the company knows what they got, and they're going to give it to her, and they're just going to let her kind of roll with it. And I think a year or two, we're going to see it something at Mania with her and Jade.
And it was badass that she came. It was badass she came out with her favorite band who does the music for her walkout intro.
Yes.
That shit was crazy last night, bro.
That shit was crazy. It was nuts.
Yo, I hate to say this, but I think their performance with her coming out was better than Lil Wayne with Jey Uso. I think Lil Wayne looked out of place, bro.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne looked out of place. That band, I'll tell you right now, that band was trending last night. That band was definitely trending. They saw a rise in their popularity last night, and they brought it. Like they didn't mail it in. They knew it was almost like you could see that they were like, "Yo, this is our moment," and we need to take that moment. And the band was probably MVP performance of the night because they took that stage and they were like, "Look, this is our moment." And everybody's going to be wondering who we are. And
honestly, that's what not aside from the band, but that's the type of push that WrestleMania gives to the people that are involved with it. Not just the stars of the industry, but the people that surround it. You know, that's just that. It's like playing halftime at the Super Bowl or singing the national anthem at the Super Bowl. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get a smash from it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you
I
guys
wanna say this
you
too.
guys are all happy with how this match turned out. You all pretty much thought that it was going to be the same turnout.
For sure. And like you said, the fact that they allowed Rhea to start the night off, that says a lot about where she's going. Like, period. You know, you start the night off with something as big as the women's championship match, and she did great. I mean, so did Becky. It was a great match.
Yeah. One of the things I noticed about this, the level that match was for a kickoff match of night one at WrestleMania, it put that locker room on ear. Like, folks in the locker room were like, shit, we got to step up our game.
Yep.
We just watched possibly match of WrestleMania. What are we going to do to elevate our game? People came through and people failed, but we'll talk about that later.
Yes, they did.
Exactly. Let's get into that second match, which was a surprise to me. I didn't really have a prediction for this match because every team that was involved in this tag match for the 6-man tag ladder championship match, every team is so good. I felt like anybody could have came out on top of this. For those who don't know, both the belts was the SmackDown and the Raw. They've been together for the longest time. Last night ended up getting split, so SmackDown will now have their belts back, the tag belts back, and Raw will have their SmackDown belts back. And the winners of this ended up being R-Truth and Miz, who I love how these guys have just come out of the blue to take this belt up. Kevin Jefferies got the thumb down. There's something about R-Truth that I think there's something behind the scenes that they really seem to like R-Truth and the Miz together. The Miz had been putting everybody over for the last 3 years. The Miz has just been the put over guy for the last few years. And then I'm gonna put my thumbs down on Austin Theory and Grayson Waller getting that
Double
other
thumbs down last night.
set of belts. I was expecting. I didn't want to give a prediction because I was, like I said, I was unsure. I would have liked to see New Day get the belts. They work hard.
DIY to win. That was just me.
Yeah, and I thought
I'm a DIY guy.
I thought Judgment Day was going to keep one set of the belt. So, was this match a letdown for me? It wasn't a letdown because there was some crazy excitement in this match. There was a moment there where the referee got out of character and was trying to let Damian Priest know that the ladder was breaking. And he was getting, and she was trying to tell him, yo, don't go up the ladder. The ladder's broken. Because that wasn't part of the gig. And he still went up. And then the Miz, he knew and immediately went on that other side of the ladder to keep the ladder from, you know what I'm saying? And that was just, for those who don't know about production and how this all works, that was great right there. Because that could have been, bad.
Really bad.
Real bad.
Yeah. So I gave this match a B+ overall. The wrestling, there was highlights in it, but like you said, there was a lot of technical things that a normal everyday fan doesn't get to see. That leg being buckled like it was, that went on for a good 3 or 4 minutes. Like, I noticed it right off the bat. I was like, that leg's broke. They need to get that ladder out. How are they going to do it? And I watched the wrestlers try to, work the match. And The Miz saw it, and he came in and did exactly what he did. He made that situation safe. I commend The Miz for that. There was some really, there was some good pops, good bumps in that match. Overall, really don't care about who won, who lost, who got the belts. It's kind of insequential to me. But I think technically there was a lot of good things that came out of that match. I think they did a good job with the technicals.
From a technical aspect, that match was crazy. From a technical aspect, even grabbing the right ladder to break when they dropped them on it, you saw the welds, of course, but they made sure they had the right ladder for that too. So your thoughts, Kevin, on that too?
The 6-pack ladder match. Like I said, I wanted DIY to win at least one of the belts. I felt like they deserved it. They had the whole DX thing going on with the way that their entrance was and the way their tights was and everything. I compare ladder matches like that to Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, the Dudleys. So because of that, I'm one of those people that like you have to come like in these ladder matches, these tag team ladder matches. The wrestling was great, right? But I don't think enough risk were taken, and that ladder match could have been so much better.
JD took you got to give props to JD taking that bump on them tables.
JD took that bump and he didn't get up after that.
And I watching the Hardy Boys and Dudley Boys and Christian and Edge back in the Attitude Era, wrestlers laid it out on the line. They didn't care about their bodies. The WWE, I don't want to say they didn't care about their wrestlers. They did, but they put their bodies out there. Things are different nowadays. Wrestling's a little different. You don't see chair shots to the head anymore. You don't see these, you don't see tombstone pile drivers. They're protecting the wrestler more. And I think that is transitioning into ladders matches like this. We're not as risky. We're still trying to put on a good show, but we can't go all out like we did in the Attitude Era. It just doesn't, we can't risk that, too many people, too many Benoits, too many, Drozdovs, too many injuries.
Yeah.
Just not worth it, and I get where the company's coming from, and it takes a little bit away for like Kevin, you and I and Keith. We're old school guys. Like we watch the Attitude Era. We judge everything on the Attitude Era.
It was good. Like I said, overall, I give the winners. I give a B-, but this wasn't one of the matches that led to me giving WrestleMania an overall B-. I think this was a solid match, but like I said, for me, it was the technical stuff in this match that was like, holy Christ, that people don't really know. The broken leg on the ladder. There was a missed table. When JD came off, he actually missed the second table that was supposed to break his fall. So I know that he was probably feeling that one after that. Like I said, I wasn't a fan that they gave it to Grayson Waller in Austin Theory that fast. I wasn't happy with that at all. I don't know if there was a miscommunication. I don't know. I just know that the belts are split. Raw has theirs now. SmackDown has theirs now. And now this gets interesting because you do have a lot of tag teams coming into the fray now. Some interesting tag teams now coming into this fray. And I think they realize splitting these belts up adds more storylines to each night versus trying to have these two titles and having all these great teams. They've got some great teams that could be threatening and holding the belts in this tag team division. So, again, I thought this was a great match. I give it an A+ from a technical aspect, just for some of the safety things we saw. So I got to give it an A. And we got people in the chat. Kevin Tachi's in the chat. Jacob Tagger, Dave Haggerty. What's going on? Kevin says brain injury is key, so they're more protective of the performers. Smart start to separate the belts. I agree. I think this is going to really open the doors for the tag team division, and it's going to make it much more interesting.
I got a question for you, Keith.
Yep.
Is the Judgment Day over with now?
So I'm waiting for Raw. I'm waiting for Raw because as we're going to talk about the press conference, I'm waiting for Raw because Rhea made some comments during the press conference, and she's still on top in that group. She came back with her belt.
She the only one. Yeah.
Yep. Damian Priest had been talking a lot of smack behind the scenes, but guess what? Y'all lost your belts. You and Finn lost your belts last night. And then Dom lost in a match that he really shouldn't have been involved with because he's not part of that faction. So they've got some problems. So it's going to be real interesting here. I'm very interested in my prediction for tonight. We're going to get into that. So let's get on to the next match that came up last night. Get into it. This is where the surprises and things happen. Originally, this was supposed to be a certain way, and then the match switched, and there was going to be another way, and then all of a sudden, it's funny. I was on with Kevin Tachi. I was on WATD Kevin Tachi's show, and we asked, where's Andrade? Where's Charlotte Flair's husband? And then that week, he gets announced. He's going to be replacing Dragon Lee, and he's going to be in this match at the last minute with Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio, who, again, this is causing some tension last night. This match was, I actually got up and went and got some stuff to eat and stuff during this match. It's almost become like, I don't know. I felt like they're running out of options. With I feel like the Dominic Mysterio, Rey Mysterio storyline. I think this deadbeat dad story
is over.
I think it's overdone. Yeah. I don't see this thing going on. I felt like they should do a little bit more with this, but it was still an overall. It was an okay match. It went exactly the way I expected it. It was a good match, but I'm just gonna say it's not the match that has me giving the overall a B-. Yeah. But other than that, it was just a good match. It was a go get some food match.
Yep. I gave this match a C overall. This is one of the matches that could have been and should have been on Raw or SmackDown. This is
Exactly.
this is not a match. This is not a WrestleMania worthy match at all. The highlight to me of this match was
we're gonna
Cruz
talk
Del
about the highlight.
Toro's
No, okay, go ahead.
Del Toro doing that splash off of the rope with Carlito. Like, to me, that's what made the match. Like, the Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio thing, I could give a crap about. When Cruz Del Toro came off of that rope and went like 20 feet up the ramp in a swan, I was like, what? Wait, that's WrestleMania material right there. The rest of it was just completely secondary. I think Dominic Mysterio, he has got great mic skills, but man, his wrestling needs so much work. I watch his in-ring work, and for a kid that's been in the business as long as he is not progressing. He's not moving up, and it bothers me. He needs to be better, and he's not.
Yeah. Kevin?
I think this was the go to the concession stand and wait in line match for your food.
Yeah.
I just, like you said, I think the father versus son thing is overdone for sure. And they're just dragging it along. Like, I don't like how long this has been 3 years, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is.
3 years so far.
Yep.
What else can they do? I mean, is Dominic going to be a part of Santos Escobar's faction now? Or are we going to find that out? Or I don't, this was one of the matches where I was just like, I didn't understand why it was even in there. But like I said, I think it was that point where, go get some food, y'all. Like, go.
Yeah. Kevin Tachi says, Kevin says, I think they took the tag team belts off Judgment Day so Damian Priest can finally cash in his Money in the Bank. I'm saving these predictions. Yeah. We got some predictions for later on. Kevin agrees. Like everyone's saying, it was go grab some food and drink match. And I hate to say it. They really haven't allowed the LWO to even really develop themselves. Member after member after member. They're becoming the laughingstock.
Yeah.
NWO. When they got too saturated.
And Ray has to say something, man. Go to creative and say, hey, we want this to be a big deal. Like it was big when they came back, right? But they're not really getting like the Judgment Day push.
So here's my real problem with this. And this is my problem. I love Rey Mysterio. I love Rey Mysterio since ECW. I love Rey Mysterio because WCW is the only promotion that did Lucha Libres right. WCW is what put the Lucha Libre on the map. They were doing it right. WWE till this day has not captured that Lucha Libre mystique that they should be capturing. They're not. They're ruining the whole thing about Lucha Libres in the WWE. They're ruining it. That's it by mine too. I have a problem with the fact that Rey Mysterio is a WWE Hall of Famer and he's still wrestling. And that bothers me. I don't know about you guys, but the fact that he's a Hall of Famer, he should be out. He should be done. He should be training people at the WWE Performance Center, getting these guys ready. I feel Rey Mysterio as a Hall of Famer should not be wrestling. Go off into the sunset like the rest of the wrestlers in the Hall of Fame. That's me. I have a problem with it. I think every time I see him come out and he has a match, I'm like, ugh. Come on, man. You're a Hall of Famer. Let's just go. Just go. Just go.
Yeah. They're trying to use that Hall of Fame pop to kind of put the people over that he's in the ring with. You know, this just isn't working. No, it's not working.
Yeah.
In WCW, who was your favorite? Who was your favorite in WCW outside of Ray, as far as Lucha Libre?
Oh, the devil guy, El.
El
always,
Diablo or whatever it is.
Yes,
Psychosis?
yes. Psychosis was another one. Psychosis.
Parker. Remember La Parker?
Yeah.
Who was the one guy that looked like Michael Jackson a little bit? Oh my goodness, what was his name? Oh my goodness.
That cruiserweight.
But you go to Ultimo Dragon, you know.
Yes, Ultimo Dragon was, oh my God. That whole cruiserweight Lucha Libre division was sick. And they had it. WWE Juventud Guerrera. Yep. They got it. WWE needs to capture that. They need to capture it. Let's get into this next match. Okay. This is it. The whole reason why I'm giving WrestleMania a B- is because of this match right here. This is the match I've been talking about. Jimmy becoming a headliner and Jay becoming a headliner. I've been talking about Jay on this push as a solo wrestler. To when I first mentioned it, I saw this storyline developing that night when he said, I don't care what the tribal chief thinks. And I said, this is where we're headed with this storyline. This is where we're going. And everybody said, you're crazy. That's not happening. He's not. He's going to be tag team for. And now he's at this point where Jay is supposed to be this Jay main eventer Uso. The match, for all this time of building this match up, this brother against brother match, where we have seen the Hart brothers against each other, we've seen brother versus brother matches. This match, for who they are in wrestling family royal dynasty, for who they are, and for all the talk they did outside of WWE in interviews, for all the talk they did, this match underperformed for me.
100%.
They underperformed. I get it. You're twins, you're brothers, but kick for kick, punch for punch, because you're brothers and you're twins, it got old real quick. It was nice. The kicks were on point. The kicks were killing me. Don't get me wrong. But for who they are, this, like you said, there were some matches that could have just been on SmackDown or Raw. The way they did this match, that was a SmackDown Raw caliber TV match. That wasn't a WrestleMania caliber match, and for that reason, that's why I'm giving WrestleMania an overall B-, because I think this was the bust match of the night, to be honest.
100 and like we said, 1,000%. This match with Jimmy and Jey Uso it let me down so much. I could tell that they were not comfortable wrestling each other like that.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
Yep.
It was so weird. It's like they did that. Remember they did that interview last year about them facing off against each other. Remember they were saying that would be the ultimate WrestleMania for them. You get a chance to come in front of 72,000 people and go against each other. And you guys didn't do, I mean, there was like no new moves. It was so weird. The first, when Jimmy did the Samoan drop and he messed it up. Remember that? He tried to do a Samoan. I was like, oh my goodness, what is happening here? I mean, y'all, I mean, I know that they went back there and said, we screwed that.
Oh, they had to. Yeah. They had to have gone behind scenes and felt bad about that match. I know that as brothers, they have to say we fucked up. They have to.
Yeah.
They have to, because that was. Yep. And I think every fan in WWE is. We've got people in the chat right now. Jacob Tager is saying the Uso match was terrible. Kevin Tarty says Uso versus Uso. He got the yawn emoji.
Yeah.
The highlight of the match was the Uso splash that Jay put on Jimmy to make that adjustment from the top rope at the end there to win that. You know, he can't like Jimmy's on the ground. He's not perfectly lined up, you know, and he come off that top rope and he changed his trajectory in midair and landed that Uso splash. Like that is top caliber talent right there. And yet to me, the match gets a D because it was so underwhelming. One move. I mean, if that move hadn't hit, this match would have been an F for the night for me. But that one move that Jay put on him, I mean, technically perfect. Rest of the match, garbage. Absolute garbage.
Jacob Tagger says their chemistry was terrible. Jimmy is a disappointment as a singles wrestler. Jay is much better than last. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jay Uso. If you're trying to sell Jay Uso as a main eventer, that match did not help that story for him last night. It did not help him at all. At all.
And that is why they're going to be a tag team again. Because of that. That match last night is going to prove that one-on-one, he'll keep the moniker, the whole main event Jey Uso thing, but they're somehow, somewhere, they're going to be a tag team again.
We'll see. It's going to get interesting. It's going to get interesting. Wow, everybody is in agreement. I haven't seen anybody that's in there. Let's get into this next match. Hey, man, the ladies, damage of control against the big three. Look, and no disrespect, Levi. Look. When Jade Cargill comes out, pay attention to some of the white guys in the audience and look at their faces. Like some of these guys, it's like they just see something for the first time. Jacob Taggart says, Jade doesn't impress me. She's still learning, bro. And the fact that she got Wrestlemania out this, she did carry it. Her mic skills, she needs work. Jade needs some work on the mic skills. She definitely needs that. She's a physical specimen. And I'll tell you right now, she's going to be the one to take the belt from Rhea Ripley, Jacob. I hate to say that, Jacob. She's going to be the one. She's got it. Jacob Taggart says, she looked good, but she ain't no Bianca. Bianca's training.
My uncle said that last night. My uncle said the same thing. He said, yo, Bianca. That's what
Bianca's
he said.
helping her train, though. Bianca and Naomi are helping her train and get to where she's gonna need to be. She's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Great match.
Next year.
It's exactly what I thought, though. This match was to put Jade over. This match, that was what this was all about, was to put Jade over and start her on the journey. Surprise.
She came in the ring third. She was the third one tagged in. That's always a sign that that's their pump. That's their bump.
Yeah.
You know, I watch women's matches. Women's matches are great. There's some areas that could need work. Jade, those areas that need work, she's already got those figured out. Her technical skills are great. Her mic work, like you said, needs work, but that comes in time. You have to cut and cut and cut and cut and get behind the mic, do the TV stuff, and it'll come. You look at Dwayne Johnson when he started off, his mic work was horrible. Now the guy's known for his mic work. It just takes, you got to fill that thing. But Jade last night, dude, like, Jade's it. Like, she's got the star, she's got the light bulb above her head, and you know, the next year is just gonna be awesome. To watch her and Ray go at this is gonna be pretty incredible.
Yes,
so,
I agree.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kevin.
And no, I was just gonna say I agree. Last night when like Lee said, she got tagged in third. I said when Jay gets tagged in, this match is over because she's gonna come in and wreck house. That's exactly what she did.
Yep.
She came in and she wrecked house. Yeah, did her finisher. It was over, man. And was that the first time in WWE history that 3 black women were tag teaming?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah,
I believe so. And it's good. And here's the thing. I already know that that team isn't going to be long lasted. This big three, because I don't trust Naomi. Naomi seems to be the one that's going to swerve on this group because the key is making Jade a singles. We'll see. Like I said, I think Jade is 2 years out from taking that belt from Ripley Ripley's got it for 2 years, and Jade's gonna get that belt. So we'll see. Let's get into this next one.
Naomi was real quick. Naomi was number 3 out of the 3 girls last night. Like Bianca and Jade, 1 and 2. Naomi was 3rd. She was the 3rd wheel in the team. Unfortunately, she ain't gonna be sticking around much longer. So we'll figure it out.
Kevin Tachi says AEW didn't do shit to develop her. She now has that in the WWE. Correct. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
This next match here, we're at 12:43. This next match here, look, when this match was announced, I'm a big fan of Gunther. Love Gunther. 666 days as the Intercontinental Champ. Sami Zayn, I feel like he's the Daniel Bryan of this generation. I sat here and said weeks and weeks and weeks, Gunther got this, Gunther got this, Gunther got this. Then all of a sudden they brought this Chad Gable match up between Chad Gable and Gunther. And if everybody saw that match, that Chad Gable-Gunther match that was a crazy match. Last night, I had Gunther winning this match up until Chad Gable says to Sami Zayn before he heads out, you owe me a favor if you win this. And all of a sudden I said, holy shit, that's Rocky. That's Rocky 3. We're in Philadelphia. Seth is Sammy is going to win this match now because these are the little Easter eggs that they've been doing in WWE to tease you, to let you know what's about to happen. And that right there was I immediately went on Facebook and said, look, I'm changing my pick. Sammy's winning this. That whole you owe me a favor. That was right out the script of Rocky 3 and Apollo Creed. And then as soon as the match starts, the announcers was right on it. Oh, Rocky this and Rocky that. And I'm like, here we go. Then they had Sami Zayn's wife in the stands like Adrian. Yeah. I'm like, come on, bro. Don't make this any easier for us, bro.
Right.
So now the key here is that Sammy won. And I feel like, it's short-lived because I think Chad's getting that belt. It's either going to be on Raw or it's going to be on SmackDown. But Sammy's losing that belt. That's my opinion.
Think so?
Yeah, I don't think he's keeping it. I think Chad's getting that belt. Chad's putting in work. Chad has been putting in work.
Wow.
Your thoughts, guys?
Kev, go ahead, brother, man. You take this one.
Honestly, in all honesty, this match, my uncle was not interested in this match. He's like, I can't. He's like, this whole Sami Zayn thing. Where are they going with this? I don't know. I knew Sammy, just like you said, Keith. You said Sammy was going to win. I knew he was going to win as soon as they did that backstage with him and Chad. And I was like, dang, like, why that kind of spoiled it. You know what I'm saying? And then even during the match, Sammy was getting his butt beat so bad. like Rocky, you know what I mean? And he started to move around on the ground like a zombie and all kind of crazy stuff. But you know what? He pulled out some great like that brain buster from the top rope.
That was crazy. I thought he botched it, but he didn't. He nailed it. He did nail it. I thought he botched it.
Yeah, I thought he hurt Gunther at first. Gunther is I don't know what they're gonna do with Gunther. I think that's another conversation that we all need to have. But
I think he's going face. I think he's going face. I think Imperium is gonna be breaking up soon, and I think he's gonna go face. And I don't know where he's going from. Your thoughts, Lee? We're at 12:47.
So, Intercontinental Championship has always been the technical wrestler's belt. Always has been, always will be. Dean Malenko, Bret the Hitman Hart, every technical wrestler that was any good owned this championship. Gunther's a great technical wrestler. Zayn, whatever. This was a D match for me. I think all the way around, the announcing crew really, really botched this one because they did, and this is, they did not help this match at all. Like this, it started off as a slap fest, and I hate matches where it's just chest, slap chest. It drives me nuts. Like, oh my God, come on. Like, you're technical wrestlers. Like, let's do technical things. Like, don't slap each other. It's like, it just drives me nuts. The broadcast team did not do this match any favors. Yeah, it was straight out of Rocky 3, like you said, to the point. It was. That's what really hurt the match. And you know, I think Gunther's going to take some time off. He's had that belt for like 3 years now. He's going to take a little bit of time off, regroup, get healthy, come back. He's going to come back. He'll probably be face, probably maybe even a different character. I don't know. You know, that's a possibility. I think the Gunther persona has kind of run dry. But we'll see. I mean, it's not the first time they've taken a wrestler that's, you know, had Intercontinental belt and changed them up a little bit. But I'm very, you know, this is another match to me that could have been on Raw or SmackDown. It didn't have that WrestleMania pop that I want to see when I tune into a pay-per-view. It just didn't have it.
Yep, I agree.
And now let's get into that main event. We got people in the chat. Jacob Tagger's in the chat. He's saying we need to put our ones up and acknowledge your tribal chief. Look, this match went exactly as I said to set up for tonight. This match, this match for the last few years, like I said, the women have been putting on the best performance. And last night, I gotta say, even though The Rock, who had 8 years off from professional wrestling, I gotta give him props. The Rock came back. Even Triple H said it in the press conference. The Rock came back. He put guys over. Guys helped him get through this match. The Rock was able to kill it. Tribal Chief comes out on top. Bloodline rules, as we all know, most of us knew is going to happen. To finish the story, it's going to happen. Yep. My key here is, when is this swerve going to happen? We have seen every form of The Rock. We have seen every type of Rock character other than the People's Champion. There was an interesting moment last night. If people didn't catch it, it happened very quickly. When Lonnie Ali gave The Rock that belt on Friday night, the Hall of Fame, The Rock said, and this is a quote, he said, "The People's Champion is the deepest to his heart and means the most." The People's Champion. That's when he was face. He brought that to the ring last night, and last night there were two major things that happened that lets me believe that this swerve is still going down tonight in tonight's match. The accidental spear on The Rock from him last night. They still focused on the loser symbol that The Rock made at SmackDown, but there was another weird moment with the fans there. The Rock laid the SmackDown big time on Cody Rhodes, and then he went and he laid the SmackDown on Seth Rollins, and he was about to do the whole People's Champion and drop the People's Elbow, and it got broken up. And the crowd booed Cody. They started booing Cody. And that opened my eyes. And I'm like, damn, everybody's waiting for this return of the People's. They thought this was the moment. Everybody's waiting for that. That's the pop. And The Rock said in the press conference, they watch what the fans say now. There's no more internet letting them say what they want. He said that the creative is following what the fans are saying. When the fans hated the fact that it was going to be The Rock and Roman Reigns, they took that and changed the storyline to fit what the fans want. The fans want to finish the story. They want Cody to finish that story. The best way to do that is a Rock swerve. The swerve is coming.
Yep. Oh, it's tonight.
We can acknowledge the Tribal Chief all you want. That swerve is coming tonight. When, where, I don't know. They really set Drew McIntyre up in last night's match. I believe Drew McIntyre is going to win this match tonight against Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins and Becky, they want time off. They've been the word behind the scenes is Becky and Seth want time off.
Family. Yep.
Seth Rollins took a beating last night. A beating.
Yep.
Drew's taking that belt tonight. And there's a good chance that match ends up being a Money in the Bank cash-in, to be honest.
Yeah.
Either way. Yeah. So what were you guys' thoughts on this main event?
Kevin, go ahead, buddy.
Listen, it started off slow for me. The Rock, that ring rust is real. I don't care what nobody says. Ring rust is actually real. I don't think the swerve is happening, and let me tell you why. They kept mentioning Hulk Hogan and Hulk Hogan's streak, and Roman, if he wins, he'll surpass Hulk Hogan. I don't think that the swerve is happening. I think people are going to be upset. I think that they're going to. It's too much people. Too many times they're thinking about, oh, Rock's going to turn on. I don't think he's going to turn tonight. Something may happen on Raw, maybe. I don't think he's going to turn tonight. I think Roman Reigns is going to win so he can surpass Hogan. Then something may happen. That's just what I think, because I think that everybody has been saying, oh, Cody's going to finish the story tonight. I think he's going to finish the story, but I don't think it's going to be at WrestleMania. I think it's going to be another night.
You think it's I think it's tonight. I think Cody gets it.
I think it's tonight.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead, Lee.
All right. So first off, I think Cody's going over tonight with The Rock's help. I think The Rock's going to push Cody to that next level. Just that's my prediction. The other thing is, a wrestling fan and somebody that I was actually I was in the business for a little bit when I was in. This is 20 years ago. I look at wrestling differently. You have to look at last night's match and the performers from last night. They are the A+++++++ of the night. Like, when you watch those four competitors, there is not a miscue. Everything is fluid. People are in the places they need to be technically for the next move to come along. You watch the other matches of the night, people are kind of wiggling to get into right positions. They're trying to, they're helping each other out. Those guys, it was like watching ballet of wrestling. It really was that good. The Rock, yeah, he had some ring rust, but he had to get in there last night to make sure that he's good to go for tonight. So
he's funny too, man.
Oh yeah,
he's hilarious. He said, "If you count, you're fired."
And you know who was fired last night? Whoever was overseeing the 7-second delay was fired. That person let a lot of F-bombs and stuff through last night. Jacob Tagger said, "Keith, you damn well know Cody ain't winning tonight." Jacob, Cody's winning tonight.
Cody's winning.
Let's go, Jacob. Put your hands up.
We got 4 minutes. Let's just break down night 2 real quick. Who we think is going to give winners here, because we're at 4 minutes to go before we end this show. Let's start off with the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. Drew's getting that.
Yep,
Who
absolutely.
you guys think?
Drew.
All right. This is an interesting match. This one here, interesting match. Final Testament, who I really love, against Bobby Lashley in the Street Profits in the Philadelphia Street Fight. Look, Bobby Lashley and these guys have been getting their asses kicked for weeks now. For weeks. They got to win this one in the Philadelphia Street Fight. So I'm picking Bobby Lashley in the Street Profits.
I have too.
They got it, because they've been
getting their butts handed to them. Yeah, they got to win tonight, man.
Yeah. Also, we got 3 minutes left. This is look, I hate this guy. I know Kevin Tachi and a lot of people like LA Knight against AJ Styles. Two guys I really can't stand in WWE and they got talent. AJ Styles got more talent. LA Styles is just ripping off every other Attitude Era gimmick out there. I can't understand why he's so effing popular. I don't get it. I don't get it. And as much as I want AJ Styles to win the night, I think they're putting LA Knight over tonight. I hate to say this. I think they're putting LA Knight over.
I agree. I think LA Knight.
I'm going AJ Styles tonight. AJ Styles tonight. I'm going.
I'm praying AJ Styles, but I think they're putting LA Knight over. I really, as much as because
I think they're gonna have them feud for a while. I think AJ's gonna win tonight.
Yeah, Triple H said it. He said LA Knight is a nostalgia theme, and they want to ride that wave and make that money while they can make that money. So Triple H knows exactly what he is. He knows exactly that this isn't gonna last forever. And we can go from there. The other big match of the night, United States Championship, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens. They're putting, look, Logan Paul behind the scenes, a ton of respect from all of the wrestlers. He's taking this craft seriously. He's putting in the hard work. The word is that everybody respects him. Randy Orton and KO are putting him over tonight. Logan Paul is the next big thing in this wrestling. Keep your eye. Look, as much as I hated Logan Paul before this, I'm giving them props, and I've been giving them props. They're putting him over tonight.
I'm not gonna say business is business, but Logan Paul's got his name in the middle of that WrestleMania ring. Had it on there last night and tonight. Because Logan Paul, primary owner, drink of
Prime, yeah.
Prime drink.
Mm-hmm.
He's the primary shareholder. I'm not saying they're going to put him over because of that relationship, but business is business.
Yeah, and he got them followers. Yo. He's
Absolutely.
bringing followers to WWE, so it's about that money. So your thoughts, Kevin, real quick? We got a minute to go.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, yeah, Logan, he's now losing tonight.
All right, and as much as I think Bayley, I have this hate relationship with Bayley. Sometimes she looks hot as hell. Sometimes she don't. Io Sky's keeping that belt because Bayley is on this TV show now with John Cena, where they're developing wrestlers on the Tubi or Hulu network, I believe it's on now. So Roku network. So
yeah,
I don't think
Roku.
Bayley. Yeah, I don't think Bayley is taking this belt. Io Sky's keeping that belt tonight. Guys, your thoughts?
Bayley,
I
I think
agree.
Bayley's going to win. I think Bayley's going to win tonight. She hasn't been champion for a long time, and I think that this solidifies her turning back face, and she'll get the title.
We'll see. Let's break down. We're at 1:00. We got to get ready to get Lee out of here. Undisputed WWE Championship. Roman Reigns against Cody Rhodes. Bloodline rules. I've said it before. I'm not going to just beat the dead horse. The swerve happens tonight, and Cody gets the belt.
Yep.
Kevin's acknowledging. Kevin's got his. You got Jacob happy. You got Jacob happy in the chat. Jacob, I know, is real happy. All right, we got to get ready to get out of here. Guys, tell them where they can see you at. I'm starting off with Levi.
Yo, I'm on the gram. It's Lee_by. Just like my name is up on the screen there. Check me out on the Instagram. Look, Sinista1, Kevin, it was awesome to be here. Thanks for letting me sit in. Hopefully you guys invite me back. This has been an awesome hour. Fans out there, thank you so much for sticking through. I love your comments. And hey, Drafting the Circuits Wednesday nights. Check us out.
Yes, sir. Follow me on X, Born Legend _Lito. I'm on the gram, Happy Hour with Lito Pod. Happy Hour with Litos is coming every Tuesday, 9 o'clock.
Jacob in the chat said, Jacob said in the chat, I'm not following Lee, but I'll be following Kevin.
Put your ones up, Jacob.
Oh,
All right,
We the ones,
everybody.
baby.
Oh, man, thank you for tuning in. Night 2 is tonight. I know Kevin Tauchi on WATD on Monday night with Talk with Kevin Tauchi. He might be breaking down the whole 2 nights on his show. Thank you for jumping into the chat. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. SpongeBob, do me a effing favor. Take us home.
Well, see you next Tuesday.
Thank you for listening to The Booth on Hoobazoo and HatcherRadio.com. Please follow the Facebook page and subscribe to the podcast at Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. The Booth is a Sinista1 production hosted by Sinista1.
I've got to start hanging out with friends that are a little more intelligent and understand politics and stuff. It's just that I'm up on this level up here, and all my friends are down here. Me, nah. You guys, nah. Maybe a little more down in here. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
I smoke, I drink, I do my thing. These bitches hating, so you know I got to make it plain. Don't do cocaine, but your chick, my main. We stick together, true forever, yeah, you know we bang. I miss those days, which was easy. If only I made it, keep this shit on repeat. Now that I done upgraded, I've been upstate, but y'all think I'm playing. And I got a hit now for these weak ass hoes who think I ain't slaying. Try me, and I'll probably end up laughing, cause I I never back down. I'm that chick with a clean ass whip. I don't need that shit. It's like I'm my own now. I get hurt, I get tired of fussing, fighting. Guess I gotta crack down. Don't mess with me, 'cause on everything I'ma have to bring the whole city out.
WHOOBAZOO, that's whoobazoo.com.
Enter website, enter website, enter website, enter website.